you can do.
Hello, America. I am so glad to be here. This is a beautiful day in Indianapolis. This is Linda von Waldorf. I'm very excited that you guys are here connected. Which countries are you connected from? I know that I have a bunch of people from the US. There is people from Ecuador, from Mexico, from Colombia, from everywhere. So it would be very nice to know where you guys are coming from. This is a fantastic space, and I am very glad that you guys decided to take some time of your precious private time to learn about your immunity, about how to stay healthier, about things that are going on and what we can do better. So we are very excited to have here with us a renowned doctor from Argentina. His name is Santiago Gabriel. He is very, very known all over the world, especially in America. He's a well-known cardiologist for children. He performs surgeries on toddlers. So
hubo un problema con YouTube y nos detuvo el video, no sé qué pasó.
Ah, bueno.
No está transmitiendo. Ángela, ¿estás ahí?
Transmitiendo el video.
Sí, dejó de transmitir y...
Sí, ya, creo que ya empezó a transmitir.
Bueno.
Hello, America. This is Linda von Waldorf from Indianapolis. I am so glad to see all of you here. I am very excited to have you with us. I know that we have people from all over the continent, and it's very excited that you took some time of your private moments to connect, learn about your immune system, about what things we can do. And I am very excited because we have today a very well-known cardiologist. He performs surgeries on children. He is an incredible doctor. He's a coach, and he's gonna talk to us today about the immune system. Dr. Gabriel Santiago, we are very pleased that you took some time of your day to come and give us some of your values, very, very important, very incredible information so we can be healthier and live better, have better quality of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm going to present to you a product that changed my life. This product is called Ganoderma lucidum, and I will share with you the great benefits that it has in the nutritional aspect and for the prevention and fighting of many diseases. I'm going to address the different systems of our body, and in the end, you will have a space to ask the question that may have appeared during the presentation. Okay, let's start with the presentation. I want that you enjoy it. Okay. Linda, please tell to me if you found different problem with the transmission, please.
I can see the presentation fine. Yes, everything is good.
Okay. Okay. Okay, the Ganoderma lucidum is a fungus known for millennia through Asian for its medical properties. In the past, the people found it in the base of the tree in the Himalaya mountains. No one's Lindsay in China and in Savannah's reishi, that means divine mushroom, or manitake, mushroom of 10,000 years or immortality. According to studies, this fungus has more than 150 antioxidants and 200 nutrients. When we compare with the vegetables that we found in our table, we found that the green tea, for example, is the vegetable that has around 14 antioxidants. Through 150 is less than 10 times from the Ganoderma lucidum. It is superior to any or fungus, plants, medicinal herbs, which make it one of the most perfect food that we can find in nature. In this aspect of the nutrition, it's very important because the food that we eat every day is know the food that we need for our body, and this complement add us the antioxidant and nutrition that is very important for us. When we think about the diseases that put our health at risk, we found the myocardial infarction, stroke, systemic arterial hypertension, diabetes, cancer, and now the coronavirus deaths for the pandemic. And I will show you how the Ganoderma acts in the different systems. And I will begin with the system that I prefer because I am a pediatric cardiac surgeon. Okay. Know that I showed you the different system and the action of the Ganoderma system. I show you the people or the aspect that protect the Ganoderma in the system. In the cardiovascular system with heart and circulation, increase the amount of oxygen transported by red blood cells, move maybe from 60% to 80 or 90% of the capacity of the red blood cells. Decrease the viscosity of the blood, helps lower blood pressure in arterial hypertension, reduces the possibility of myocardial infarction, prevent the possibility of arteriosclerotic plaque development, reduce the possibility of hemorrhoids, and reduce the appearance of varicose veins. Know that in this aspect, we are solve many of the diseases that I talked with you at the beginning, and protect people with personal and family history of arterial hypertension. Is very important because when you have people in your family that has arterial hypertension, you have the possibility to go for the same way. People with a personal and family history of myocardial infarction is the same case, and helps in the prevention of myocardial infarction, help prevent the development of hemorrhoids and varicose veins. Know that the aspect of the decrease the viscosity of the blood is very important in the action in this system. And as the heart is a muscle, if you apport more oxygen to this muscle, it will be function better. After this system, I talked with you in the immune system, the defenses. Is very important in this moment with the pandemic and with the COVID the COVID disease, because it increased the body's defenses, primordially the wide series of the defenses, reduce the possibility of developing tumors, decrease the possibility of cancer cells spread, reduce the possibility of metastasis development. It's very important because in the cancer, very much time, the metastasis is worse than the primary tumor. Increase the chance of survival in people affected by cancer. We have undiscovered many studies, scientific studies, know that talk about the activity of Ganoderma in cancer. Reduces the possibility of infection by bacteria, virus, or mushroom. Note in this time with the COVID-19 is very important because act stopping the virus and stop the replication of the virus in our body. Decrease allergic reactions. For example, dermatitis of contact. It is very quickly, and I know many persons of my team that has, for example, allergic reactions, and after 30 minutes of eat coffee or capsules, the people solve the problem of the allergic reaction. Powerful antihistaminic effect, and reduce adverse reaction to external harmful substances through antioxidants. This is the explanation of what is the meaning of antioxidant, and for what is important that the Ganoderma has 150 antioxidants. For example, the environmental contamination produce more than 200 diseases like diabetes, or for example, immunologic disease, and because the problem appear when the antioxidants no stay in our body. With the presence of antioxidants in our body, we prevent the appearance of all this disease. For example, the stress of the pandemic is one of more event that could produce the same effect, and the antioxidants acts too. In this case, protect helps maintain the body's defenses. Height is very important this in this pandemic, and people with a history of allergies, people with a history of frequent infection is very important too. People with exposure to environment pollution, smoke, or the stress of the pandemic, or laboral stress, for example, and people with a personal or family history of cancer or tumors. Help prevent the development of cancer or tumors too. In the metabolic system, we avoid another item of the diseases that put our health at risk, like the diabetes. Help reduce the cause of aging, lipid lowering action, lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and triglycerides after 4 months of consumption. Know that the Ganoderma acts different in the different systems, and the time that you need to prevent or to fight against a disease is different. In the metabolic system is much time that you need to consume this product to have a good result. Lower blood glucose after 30 or 60 days. In the diabetes is very strange, but we haven't result until the 30 days of consume this product. You will feel with a lot of energy with the consumption of Ganoderma lucidum because increase the body glucose consumption, causing increase the body energy. You need more caffeine in your body because you have a Ganoderma, and Ganoderma increase the use of our glucose, improve the autoimmune response in type 1. Very important because these people need less amount of insulin to apply it every day. Reduce the possibility of thyroid gland alterations too, and protect people with diabetes or with family history of diabetes. Is very important. The diabetes is you don't stop, you don't have a solve for this disease, and it's very important to prevent the consequence of this disease. People with a personal history of high cholesterol and triglycerides is very important too, because this carry you to the myocardial infarction, and if you have high cholesterol and triglycerides, and people with a personal history of thyroid disease. Know that we are walking over the different systems, and we are solving as a prevention or fighting of many of the diseases that we are talking at the first of the presentation, beginning. Now we show action on the digestive, hepatic, renal, and prostatic system. Improves evolution and recovery in chronic hepatitis. Prevents liver fibrosis. Helps to normalize altered liver structure. Prevent the possibility of developing colon and rectal cancer. And decrease the progress and proliferation of prostatic cancer. For the man, very important, because after the 50 years, is a problem if you don't detect it at time. And protects people with a personal history of acute or chronic hepatitis, people with a personal history of fatty liver. In our team, we have a case of a man around 65 years that have a fatty liver, and he remained all the day in the bed and don't move, and retire from his natural life or daily life, and after 1.5 months of consumed Ganoderma lucidum, this man returned step by step to your daily life, and now after 4 years of consume the product, he has really a very good life, okay, people with personal and family history of colon and rectal cancer know that this type of cancer, when may be lethal, because you have no time to resolve this type of cancer. It's very important to prevent people with personal history of prostate cancer and help prevent the development of colon and rectal cancer. It's very important, and the prostate cancer too. When we talk about the nervous system or the action of nervous system in brain and nerves, reduce the possibility of cerebrovascular accident, improves acute and chronic physical and mental fatigue, reduce the possibility of developing Alzheimer's disease, and the senile dementia too. It's very important because when you grow and you have more years, many people have the think of I don't have to have Alzheimer or senile dementia. And in my team I have 2 or 3 cases with people that has Alzheimer disease, and the Ganoderma stop the progress of the disease, and they need to apply more medicaments for this type of disease. Stop, and the people really stay good in this moment. Decrease insomnia is very important with people that have problem with this, and decreases anxiety and neurosis causes by stress. Reduce the possibility of developing anorexia nervosa is very important. Know that this product act in independent ways in the different systems. It's not by one system, is different in all of the cases. And protect, in this case, people with a personal history of help prevent the development of strokes, people with physical and mental fatigue, maybe could use by students that has a lot of time using their brains. People with a personal and familiar history of Alzheimer's disease and senile dementia helps in the prevention of Alzheimer's disease and senile dementia, and people with history of insomnia, people with a history of anxiety and stress neurosis, and people with a history of anorexia nervosa. It's very important to act from the beginning. For example, when sometimes people talk to me and say, I have a person that has a disease, a chronic disease, and maybe in 1 month could death. In this case, the Ganoderma lucidum no produce miracles. Really, it's very important to act in the beginning, if it's possible, to in the prevention or to fight with a cancer or different disease. No, it's very important. At the level of the muscular and articular system, muscular and joints, is a powerful anti-inflammatory. It's very, very powerful. I use it after the practice of a sport, or if you have a problem with any articulation, you could solve with this product alone, with the needs of another anti-inflammatory medicament. Reduce the possibility of developing arthritis, reduce the appearance of muscle pain, action, that is the sensation of pain, reduce this sensation. And for the woman after the 45 years, strengthens the bones, and this is very important too. Then protects people with muscle and joint pains, people with history of arthritis, people with history of osteoarthritis, and people with pain in the bones. Know that this effect is very quickly if you take a capsule of Ganoderma lucidum, act maybe in less than 1 hour. You feel the sensation of the Ganoderma lucidum in your body. And we have now action on respiratory system, lungs and bronchus, increase the oxygen transportation by red blood cells, and reduce the possibility of appearance of symptoms in respiratory disorders like asthma or bronchitis. Know that in the respiratory system, increase the amount of nitric oxygen. That is a very important gas to produce vasodilatation in the lungs. It's very important, and increase the work of the lungs. And in this way, you know your lungs works better if you don't consume this product. In the case of the respiratory system, helps people with a history of respiratory disease. Finally, the effectiveness of Ganoderma is increased by high doses. I use 1 gram of vitamin C because increased bioavailability of the Ganoderma lucidum. Its daily consumption will build a strong and healthy body, ensuring a long life and supporting your body to prevent the development of disease. It's very important if we change the concept to invert cash in the disease, because we pay for a good room if you need to be in a hospital or a clinic, and because I invert money because if in the future I need to stay with the doctor and I have the best doctor, but we don't invest money or invest money in the prevention of the disease. And for our body is very important, because if you invest money in the prevention, you have you take care of your body, and you don't let that the diseases appear in your life, and your quality of life will be better. And for you, I wish that you enjoyed this presentation, and but really I want that you decided tonight to begin to consume Ganoderma lucidum every day, because if you consume Ganoderma lucidum every day, you are put your money in the prevention, in the care of your body, and we will have a good life without diseases, and without pains, and we enjoy the life very, very much. Is my wish, and I feel that maybe today you have a decision to begin with this. Thank you for everyone, and now we are waiting for your ask ask your question.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gabriel Santiago, for your valuable information. Appreciate it. I was taking notes. Wow, I've been consuming this Ganoderma lucidum for a few months, and I was drinking it. I was drinking this coffee for probably 6 months, and I didn't know how valuable it was. And I used to suffer from bronchitis probably a couple of times a year. It is very impressive, all the information that you're giving us, because it has helped me a lot. And not only with my bronchitis, but I feel stronger, and I feel safer, and more so with all this virus thing going on. And I know so many other people that are taking this Ganoderma lucidum, and the quality of life has improved a lot. So I am a living proof of that. So if you guys are interested at all in trying any of this, or if you want more scientific information or resources, we will be more than happy to send you the information. Just contact the person who brought you here, who invited you, and we'll be more than happy to share that with you. And well, I did have one quick question. Somebody asked me if they are working out and stuff, and you know how they get inflammation and soreness. So how many capsules of the supplement, and which supplement would you recommend?
Okay. If you have any problem with your body, I suggest 1 capsule by day. Add with all of coffee or cappuccino or tea that you want. You are putting in your body more than 300 or 400 grams of Ganoderma lucidum, and it's very good to prevent disease. And if you have a different disease, the doses is different. For example, in the case of diabetes, it's good to consume 1 capsule in the morning and 1 capsule in the night. It's different with the different system, because the Ganoderma acts different in the different systems, and you know it. And for example, if you have a cancer, the doses will be greater, maybe 6 or 8 capsules by a day.
And so this Ganoderma is gonna replace the medicaments or the treatment that the doctor is giving somebody, or how is this work?
No, it's a complement. If you have, but for example, in the case of diabetes, if you consume this product, maybe in the future you reduce the medicament that you consume for the diabetes. For example, metformin is one of the medicaments that the people use. The problem with the metformin is that produce collateral effects, and with Ganoderma you don't have collateral effects. It's better. It's natural product.
That is wonderful news. I heard that you and a lot of your colleagues are treating a lot of people, and with the normal treatment, and then alongside working with the Ganoderma. So are you having great results then working that way? And so what are you saying?
Yes, the medical doctor at first maybe stay or remain against the natural way. But when you see people around you that solve different disease with this product, you begin to to take this way, and you don't left it never, because for example, I have one case of pediatric cardiologist is one of my best friends that has arthritis rheumatoid, and he took a lot of medicines, strong medicines, problem. After he began to consume Ganoderma lucidum, he reduced these medicaments to zero, and he feel very, very good, better than he feel with the medicaments.
That is very impressive. That is very impressive, doctor. So after starting the treatment alongside with the Ganoderma lucidum, this patient, this child began to feel better, and then the traditional medicine went down, and you didn't need to give them so many medications.
For example, I told you about my mother. My mother has arterial hypertension.
Right.
And with the consume of Ganoderma lucidum, he reduced the medicament of that he usually used in the past for this disease to the 4-part. I don't know if I explained well. He reduced, if, for example, if he consumed 100 grams of something, he reduced it to 25 grams of the medication. It's very important, because all products that you consume, like medicaments, is many times have problems or collateral effect, and took your body better for this way, but worse for another. And when you consume a natural product, this not occur.
Thank you so much, doctor. I just love all of this. As you know, I am an electronic engineer, and I studied 2 years of electromedicine, and all of this that you do, it just amazes me. I love it. I promise you, I have the last question. So
okay, no problem.
Doctor, somebody's asking me, how about autism in children? Does this product help children that are affected by autism? Or do we know?
I don't hear you. Please you repeat the question. Thank you.
Yes. I have a question about children that have autism, and they want to know if this helps a kid that has autism, and if you can recommend anything.
I don't have a notices about this, but this is a natural product, and I think that no produce or don't produce collateral effect if you give children. I suggest children that has less more 5 years, you could give the half of doses that you do for the adult people. For example, a half of capsule. And for example, and how can you do this? The Ganoderma lucidum is hydrosoluble, and you put a capsule into a 500 milliliters of water, of a bottle, for example, of 500 milliliters, and dissolve the capsule into the water. And in this way, you can give to the children 5 parts of one of a capsule, and you could give with this type of medication of the Ganoderma lucidum. It's a way. And for example, if you have an disease or a chronic disease, maybe if you give one capsule is a big doses, and maybe you can reduce the doses in the same way. For example, begin with 5 parts of a bottle, 100 milliliters for the first day. The second day, you could give 200 milliliters, and then the third day, begin with one capsule.
Okay, well, thank you so much, doctor. I really appreciate all the information, the valuable information that you gave us. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day. And to everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We can, like I said, send you technical, scientific information. I'm not a scientist, so we have to come from the experts. And I want to invite you to a next meeting that is going to be September 3 at 8 o'clock East Coast. So if you guys are interested, that would be fantastic. It's going to be about nutrition and immunity. So it's going to be a virtual conference given by Dr. Nancy Arias. She is a dietitian and a nutritionist. Well, Dr. Gabriel Santiago, thank you so much for joining us in this space. And how could we contact somebody? If somebody wants to contact us, that's wonderful. You have our information, so please send out an email, and I could contact the doctor and ask him questions if you have any more questions. Thank you so much again, and have a great
Okay, Linda, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night, Linda.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.